Welcome to the ISB show, the last day of African World Cup qualifiers, Rahi. It was the best for last. Unbelievable day. We're going to get into it. My goodness, I can't believe it. South Africa, here it is, qualified. But Nigeria did the unthinkable as well. We got to talk about all those stories. Let's get into it right now, my friend Rahi. How unbelievable was this crazy last day of World Cup qualifiers?
If you're a Bafana Bafana fan, if you're a South Africa supporter, go and give your Nigerian friends a big, big hug because they got you into the World Cup, dismantling Benin. But wait a second. I know you Nigeria fans had your calculators out. The calculators were sold out in Lagos. And somehow, some way, you calculated that they needed that fourth goal, the last goal in the 91st minute. And I honestly, you could see the jerseys back on. I'm wearing the jersey again. I don't know how this happened, but they are into the playoff miraculously. The Super Eagles fly again. I don't know how this happened.
It's unbelievable. We're going to talk about all these stories. Let's start off with the Bafana Bafana. By the way, for everyone out there, we have an uncle who's a resident of South Africa, so we have a little soft spot for the Bafana Bafana, and they are going back to the World Cup. It was no business, no questions asked in this one, Rahi, right from the beginning, scoring goals against Rwanda. Rwanda could not keep up. It was done. It was over. Congratulations to the Bafana Bafana.
Congratulations. A very professional, impressive performance against Rwanda. And the same can be said of the Super Eagles. Send your thank you note, South Africans. Send your thank you note in the mail. Send it to your Nigerian friends because they got you here. What a day to be South African and what a day to be Nigerian.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about the Nigeria match because this was an unbelievable match. We're going to talk more about South Africa leading from now into the World Cup. But what happened is South Africa, yes, beat Rwanda. We expected that to happen. What happened in the Nigeria game, though, was unbelievable because what you see is Victor Osimhen with one goal, Victor Osimhen with the second goal. Once he hit that third goal, I was watching this match. I'm like, wait a second. They can actually do this. They can actually get through. And then it looked like it wasn't going to happen. And then the guy who deserves all the credit, Mr. Onyeka, he needs to be, yes, everyone's talking about Victor Osimhen, but Onyeka, that goal is what put them over Burkina Faso for that last place to get to the playoffs. That one goal did it. It's unbelievable, Rahi. That's the one goal made the difference in the 91st minute.
What a finish. What a finish in a big moment. Moses getting around the defender. What an incredible moment. And I don't know, Nigeria fans, if you knew. We were calculating on our end. We were saying they need another goal. I know you saw we're saying the commentator doesn't know. Do the Nigerians even know they need one more goal? And they got that last goal. I mean, I don't know if they knew. I don't know if the players knew. I don't know if you fans knew. But we knew they needed that extra goal, and they finally got it. Tell us, Nigeria fans, how did you celebrate? How crazy did you go? Did you leap up and down? Did you dance around? Did you put on some Burna Boy? I don't know what happened, guys, because it was incredible.
It literally was so incredible. I want to say one other thing that Nigeria fans may not know about this. There was a match, between Burkina Faso a few days ago, right, and against Ethiopia, and there was a goal where basically Burkina Faso's goalie passed it to the Ethiopian guy and he scored. And that's what made it 3-1. If that match was 3-0, this would not have happened. Burkina Faso would have been in instead of Nigeria. So you never know what little moments can affect the qualifying. That's why, look, South Africa fans, Bafana, we're going to talk a lot about your team in the future. But what you did beating Rwanda was expected, and going to the World Cup, congratulations. But what happened here? This comeback from Nigeria, from where things were, being in third place, being out of it, to actually make this playoff and actually getting that goal by Onyeka, the likelihood in terms of odds, Nigeria should go straight to somewhere that they can get lucky, because this is unbelievable, right? It's unbelievable.
It's wild. Look, and DR Congo won, which means you couldn't depend on DR Congo, which means that goal that Burkina Faso gave up, that goal that Onyeka scored, those two moments are the difference between you crying in your jollof rice and you being able to celebrate another day. Now, of course, it's not done. Nigeria is not in the World Cup. They have
Right.
a tricky days ahead with Gabon, with
Yeah.
Cameroon. It's going to be dicey, but boy, let's just say as a Nigeria fan, you live to fight another day from the ashes, from the depths of despair. The Super Eagles are flying once again. And let me tell you now, if you're a Nigeria fan, if you're a player, if you're Victor Osimhen, this is the moment you hoped for. You have to seize this with both hands. You have to take advantage now and find your way into the World Cup.
Yeah, Nigeria has another shot. Of course, they're going to play Gabon. They're going to play Gabon. So that's exactly what's going to happen with there. We're going to cover all those matches shortly. Rahi, that was incredible. Just real quick. Here's what happened in two other teams that qualified. Ivory Coast qualified. Congratulations. Senegal back in the World Cup, Rahi. They're also as well. So Senegal and Ivory Coast are also qualified for the World Cup. And we're going to talk about that as well. What do you have to say real quick about this, though?
Impressive from both teams. Remember this Ivory Coast team that was dead in the water at the AFCON, right? They were group stage, fired their coach, things looked terrible. And then they found a way to get out of the group stage in the final, winning the AFCON at home. Incredible moments. And it's only been up since then for the Ivory Coast Elephants. An incredible day now, again in the World Cup. Think about what they've done. Think about the players they've had, the moments they've had. Of course, Didier Drogba, the big player, but they've put Argentina on the ropes, right? They've played so well in big tournaments. Nice to see Cote d'Ivoire back in the World Cup. And Senegal, you know, Saad, this is a team that's near and dear to my heart. 2002, that World Cup, when that team, that Senegal's team with the late Papa Bouba Diop scoring that goal, El Hadji Diouf making that run, upsetting the former champions France. For me, that was the moment when Senegal arrived. And of course, those players, Henri Camara scoring in that big game against Sweden. Incredible days for Senegal in the past. I think their fans will be looking forward to a repeat of 2002 in this World Cup.
So congratulations to Cote d'Ivoire, congratulations to Senegal, congratulations to South Africa for qualifying for the World Cup. Congratulations to Nigeria for keeping the World Cup dream going. Unbelievable. We're going to do an in-depth video on South Africa, Bafana fans. We'll do a video on you. We'll do a video on Cote d'Ivoire. We'll do a video on Senegal. We're going to do a video on Nigeria leading up to the big playoffs between DR Congo and Cameroon and Nigeria and Gabon. And then who knows who's going to face who. Right? Give me your last thought right now, and we'll wrap up this video, and we'll come back with more African football videos for all you fans out there.
I know some people are worried. I threw this jersey on the floor. I got it cleaned, laundered, pressed. It's bright. It's ready to go. It's back somehow, some way. This Nigeria team that I've loved since 1994, this beautiful, incredible team has found a way. And I believe, my friend, I believe you're wearing that South Africa jersey of a team that's qualified for the World Cup. I'm wearing a Nigeria jersey because I believe they're going to qualify for the World Cup. Congratulations. What a day to be South African. What a day to be Nigerian somehow.
Excellent end to the World Cup qualifiers from Africa. Keep watching the beautiful game. We will see you all soon.